Oh my God. Who told you this was a good idea? Who convinced these people that this was a good idea? Hey everybody, it's your boy Nerdicane. I just saw this yesterday and I had to do a video of it. So, virtual Comic Cons have been an absolute disaster this year. They're depressing to watch. But the Galaxy Brains, who have eroded the comic industry for the last 5 years, got together and said, hey, let's do, instead of a virtual Comic Con, we'll do a virtual panel and we'll charge people at least $50 to see it. Oh my goodness. What? And of course it got canceled because there was very, 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 very little enthusiasm for the names on this list. And there was even less enthusiasm for the cause that they were raising money for, which is Sleepy Joe. This is for Sleepy Joe. Now, first off, I have a couple questions. You're doing a fundraiser on, what's today, October 22nd? You're doing a fundraiser on October 22nd for Joe Biden's campaign for president. Not Senate. He said Senate earlier this year. It's not Senate. You know, he's got dementia. So you did this 12 days from an election, from the actual election. How the hell are you going to get the money, process the money, and give the money to the organization to do any good? There's something, the timing of this, there's something really, really fishy about how late this has come on. And that, you know what? It doesn't matter because it got canceled. Oh, man. So it's Mark Waid and a bunch of who cares. So real quick, tell me what good comic book Mark Waid has written in the last 20 years. You're not allowed to say Kingdom Come because I think that was the 90s. Aside, without saying the words Kingdom Come, tell me what good Mark Waid book has come out. I mean, really impactful, like the level of Kingdom Come from over 20 years ago. Ron Mars is on this. Ron Mars, he basically just, he's completely gone TDS. His whole thing now is just screaming about Trump. Mr. Malaise, Cullen Bunn, he's way down the list. What the hell has Heather Antos done, aside from show up or raise her hand saying she wants to be on it? What the hell has Heather Antos done to merit being on that panel with those people? Greg Pak, also Asian writer Greg Pak, because he only writes Asian people, and he's Asian because, you know, Marvel has brought back segregation into the comic book industry. Jamal Igle is also part of this. Remember when Jamal Igle had The Wrong Earth and he had a lot of excitement in the comics industry, in the indie comics industry? And then remember when he threw it all away to work on some crappy book Kwanzaa talked him into doing? Yeah. And Jody Houser, you get to pay to hear Jody Houser talk. Jody Houser should pay you to listen to her, because name one really good book from Jody Houser. I'll wait. Jody, you can answer too. We'll wait. They're asking people to pay money. The lack of self-awareness in these people is just unbelievable. These are the people who have eroded the comic book industry. The comic book industry has been loosely influenced and steered by a lot of these people over the last 5 to 7 years. And in 2020, the American comic book industry actually shut down because they did not have enough money to operate, because their one point of failure, Diamond Comics, shut down. That was the end of it. These people put the comic book industry into that much of a hole. Nobody wants to hear what you say because everything that you say is toxic to business, especially Mark Waid, especially when you get onto social media. You do things that damage your brand. Now, there's a lot of different ticket levels in this thing, and I can't believe anybody would pay $50. Actually, apparently not enough people paid $50 because the event was canceled. But look at this on the screen. There is a $5,600 level. There's a $5,600 level. For what? Who on that panel whose time is worth $5,600? $5,600. I should be able to give some editor. I could just give some editor somewhere at some company $5,600 and say, hey, here's a script. turn it into a comic for me. You arrange the colorist, you arrange the artist, you arrange everything else. Here's $5,600. Here's my story. Print it, and they'll do it. That's what one of these smaller publishers should. You should be able to do that at a smaller publisher. Just walk in and say, "Here's some money. Here's my idea. Here's my story. You make the rest." That's a service. Who there is. Look, there's much more successful people. You could talk to EVS. You could talk to Clint for free. You could talk to your boy Zach. I'm pretty sure you could. Zach is probably the most accessible. You know, he goes through it. He spends a lot of time reading his comments. He spends a lot of time reading emails and things like that. I'm sure if you had a question about getting into the comic book industry and you kept your question curt and to the point, I almost guarantee your boy Zach would get you an answer. Clint would get you an answer. EVS might get back to you. I have less faith that EVS would get back to you because EVS has got a lot of plates spinning. But yes, this was a disaster. I could have told them this. I could have saved them a lot of time and a lot of money. There's no enthusiasm for Mark Waid. There's no enthusiasm for Heather Ontos. Most people think she works for an esports betting website now. Ron Mars, you've drastically cut your audience. You cut your audience in half, and then you just kept going so far with the TDS that the people who agreed with you got sick of you. I mean, most of these people, this is probably what they should be doing. They should be pushing the candidate of their choice, because the thing that they don't do is push any comic books, and that's why the mainstream comic book industry is in the state that it is. But I would almost pay to watch it and then live stream it from my camera so other people could watch it and wouldn't have to pay the money. But I won't get the chance to do that because it's not going to happen. But thanks for your time. Go check out the article from Bounding Into Comics. I will link to them. This is a hilarious fail. And I'm not a betting man, but I sort of feel that this is going to be just a microcosm of what Joe Biden has in store in 12 days. But thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. You guys go have a good day and find something you like, find something you love, and share it with the world. Thank you.